Alright. What's up, guys? It's Caliber here.
With the beast.
And it's an emergency mod mouth. Before I let Beast talk about what he has to talk about, I actually went to the vape shop today and I picked up this little guy. There we go. Twisted Messes 30.
Definitely
So,
not a little guy.
he's not a little guy. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and aim the camera down. Alright, so here's the box. It's a really nice box.
Yes, it is.
And my camera's going up. Hang on. There we go. Come on. Don't do this to me. Alright, there we go. So, here's what comes inside. You get the Twisted Messes 30mm dripper. Thing's freaking huge. I'll compare it to the Pulse 20, or the Pulse is a 22mm, right?
24.
24. Alright, 24mm. I'll compare it to the Pulse. Now, you do get some awesome ass things in here. You get some extra O-rings, extra post screws, and you get an actual bit.
That is crazy.
Or I guess this is called a bit. I don't really know, but you actually get something that you can put in a manual screwdriver.
Which I think's awesome.
Yeah, I wish a lot more companies would go this route. So, we're going to stick the box off to the side because there's nothing too much on there. So, here is the Twisted Messes 30 compared to the Pulse.
That's some crazy difference.
It is, isn't it? Now, you do get air holes, or not even air holes, they're air slots. You get 2 slots, one on each side. And when you adjust it, whatever you adjust on one side will be the same on the other. I can't believe this has to be said, but I guess it does. Alright, so I'm going to throw it on the Vaporesso switcher because it's about the only fucking mod that looks good with the 30mm RDA. Every other mod just has Overhang City. There is a little bit of overhang, but it's not bad. Definitely not bad. Build I have in here, if my camera will focus. It's just a dual coil build using a 20 gauge nichrome, 8 wraps around a 3mm bit, and it's coming in at 0.12. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this. I'm going to vape on it real quick. Alright. Get up here. Alright. 100 watts. This is where I prefer this build. Let's make sure we're juiced up because nobody likes hitting on dry cotton. Especially not something running this at 100 watts. But yeah. Alright. Because this has a lot of airflow, we're going to go ahead and crank it up to 155 watts. Thing is insane. So yeah, but that's the Twisted Messes 30mm. So yeah, Beast knows I'm a big fan of Twisted Messes.
Yes, yes.
I have the Twisted Messes, the original Twisted Messes RDA. Well, what you got to talk about today, Beast?
Yeah, I was gonna talk about this, the smok or smoke or whatever how you want to pronounce it. Either way, I guess. Um, mag kit. Um, my issue that I'm having here. I don't know if anybody else is having it, but I'm having it. Because I drive for a living, which does cause a bit of vibration. And what I'm having an issue is the battery tray or magazine, as people like to call it, uh, is known for. The mechanism is actually failing. Uh, Here, I'll show you what I mean here. Let me put batteries in here. Now, it seems sturdy here. Okay, let me take my hand away from it so you can see. Like that. Okay. But, say you're in a car, get a little bit of, just a little bit of wiggle. Not touching nothing. Right? Ow. Not even. takes forever for it to even connect. It's a little bit of wiggle. Out. I'm not even touching the button. So it's bypassing it. You can tell because when you press the button, you'll see that this actually kind of moves a bit, and you can feel the button not going in, but you can see the button not going in when it does it. What you're seeing happen here is that actually the whole mechanism moves, a little lock slide. But yeah, that's just to me that's really just unacceptable as a bigger company as Smok is. Uh, yeah.
Well, I mean, if we really want to be fair, yeah, Smog may be a big company, but they've had a lot of failures with their mods.
Well, yeah, they have, and that's where I'm. That's just generally where I'm getting at. It's like now, it's kind of becoming over the top now. It's like now you're not even having battery. Like the one gimmick that you're trying to pass off, you're not even doing good at that.
Yeah, honestly, I could have told you just by looking at it, it was a poor design choice.
I mean, it was cool when I first got it, and I didn't really take it out anywhere. I mean, like I told you, it was just it was heavy, it was awkward to kind of really transport. So I was getting used to actually taking it places because I put right now I've been using the Prince with it right now, but I did have a Kylan with it as well, and was rocking it. It was fine when I was at the house, but like I said, once you get a little bit of road vibration, you just be in the cup holder just sitting like this. It's a little bit of
That's unacceptable. It really is.
and you pick it up and it's like it's when you pick it up it's already like it's too light. You're like, oh, son of a gun. And you gotta basically like I was showing, sometimes you gotta
Slam it.
slam it just to get it to kick on, and then I'll finally engage, I guess, or whatever it would be. But having to do that all day, that just gets really annoying.
Which is one of the reasons why he went to his G box.
Right, right. G-Box has a great door design, which I like. It has a nice switch right here, and it locks into a little clip right up here. So I mean, that's a good design. But
Yeah, another the sad part is all right. So I look at it this way, and goes to any company out there. If you're gonna make a similar design to say a gun or something, and you're gonna have a battery tray that acts as a magazine type situation, use metal parts. I can already tell you what failed. The latch itself failed.
oh yeah, the latch is what's failing. I
Probably
mean, you can
because
see
they
it
used
here.
plastic.
I can't even see it in there. I can see the latch in there. I just can't tell what it is. It's like
It's probably plastic.
actually it's a little catch in the corner. I see where it catches at too. It's actually really silly how that designed is. There's this little notch right here, and I see right here. It's starting to wear right there. See, there's a little notch. I don't know if you can see that little notch out. See a little corner out, a little
Yeah.
piece.
Back up a little bit. Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
That right there, there's a little piece in there. It feels plastic in there. That's what it feels like. Yep, it's plastic because it's actually this piece right here, this black piece. That's actually the piece that keeps popping out, failing. A little plastic, little knob right here
Mm-hmm.
on the other side of that, and that's what clips onto this. All that weight they wanted to put in that little tiny notch to hold the whole battery tray up.
I mean, if you're gonna do something, all right. So if you're gonna do something like that, reference a real magazine.
Right. Well, I
Have a
mean,
bigger cutout.
well, the thing is, even a magazine is not going to be as heavy as two 18650s like that. I mean, unless you're going to have like a something like a shotgun, like with the mag fed. But I mean, I even that I don't think I think a freaking 2 18 650s is way more heavier than freaking two 12 gauge slugs.
Ain't fucking lying on that one.
And they expected, and that's why it failed because they want that little notch to hold 2 18 650s plus not to mention the weight of the tray to hold all that up on that little tiny notch. That's why it failed. It was a stupid design.
Yeah, and it's just rocking. From what it sounds like, is there's just so much play in there. It's rocking from side to side. And once it rocks to one side, it just kind of bypasses that actual lever or the catch.
Well, it made that catch weak because it's like so much weight on that, gyrating back and forth, and that made this little latch have too much play in it. To now, it just kind of wiggles out of it.
So I take it the mag got a negative in your book.
Yeah, the mag's definitely got a. I mean, that's also stacked up on the fact that it's another Smok issue. I've had it with other devices too, where especially with Alien, um, the fire button doesn't always
Register.
Yeah, exactly. So that's just something I was going into knowing that was going to be a thing, and then adding this on top of that is.
The only thing I could say they actually got right was the circuit protection.
Oh, the circuits in it, the actual like running mainframe on it's actually good, but I mean, it's no good if it can't keep batteries.
Yeah.
Ain't no juice to it. Ain't got no. The circuit ain't doing nothing.
That's why I prefer latches. Hang on. That's why I prefer latches like these, or, and this is far fetched, but even battery trays like these.
Yeah, I can. That's nice because you just pop it right in, and it's actually part of the frame. You don't have to worry about that thing, just falling out the bottom.
I mean, there's so many designs I can go off of. You got the design from the that Wismec uses, where it's kind of a latch-in system, where the door comes down and it latches in, which is pretty strong. I've had no issues with that. You got the GX, which when it has battery in it, it's a strong system. When it has battery in it, the battery door tends to flop around a lot, but most of the time you're going to keep batteries in your mod anyways.
Right. I mean, if it's actually using it to use tension, that's different because that's using the weight of the batteries for its benefit. This right here, the design of it is holding the battery up, not the batteries pushing on the latch itself to make the latch stronger. You know what I'm saying? Because the battery sits on top of it, so say this is the door and this is the latch. It's pressed against that latch, and you'll be able to move it. On the other hand, this is up here, and that latch is up here, so you're asking it to hold that. So now you're putting it down here, and out it goes.
I do have one downfall, and I've actually experienced this with the Pulse 24, or the Pulse RDA, and yeah, it is fucking easy to over squonk it.
Oh yeah, it is.
Also, if you guys do end up getting the Pulse, when you're squonking it, make sure it's straight up and down. Don't hold it like this, because if you just got done firing your coils, hot juice is just going to go all over your hand, and it's a nightmare.
Oh yeah, because it's those feed tubes. It's a nice design for airflow. I think the airflow on it's fantastic. The design of it makes it actually a really well done RDA. But in squonk mode, what it's actually supposed to be designed for, you can easily over squonk it because to me, I like the angled down idea, but I think they should have made the airflow a bit higher. In my opinion.
Yeah.
They could have still made the tubes a little bit longer. Just had the actual tubes longer. You know what I'm saying?
But the problem. All right, so I can see where they went with the design of this. They wanted your coils to be closer to the deck, so you're not having to use as much cotton compared to say something like the Dead Rabbit. Don't get me wrong, I love the Dead Rabbit, but it uses a lot of cotton. But it is what it is. But I think the reason they went with the design of this is because the juice well itself on each side is recessed. So if they would have made the airflow higher, then you would have to build your coils higher, and then you're using a lot. Your cotton leads have to be a lot longer to fit down
Yeah.
in those channels. So you can kind of see where they went with that design.
Yeah, I could see where it was. I mean, I'm not saying it would be a fix. I'm just saying that that's where it should be for the squonking feature. I'm not saying that that would be good for the airflow or anything, but I'm just saying the airflow where it's located, just how low it is. That's where I think it's a problem.
Yeah,
Just because when you try to squonk it, it travels up them tubes real fast and we're outside.
yeah. Always keep your mod straight up and down when you're squonking. Unless you got the dead rabbit, then you can squonk that shit sideways all you want. Well, maybe not sideways, but you can kind of come in at an angle like this, and
You can kind of do that.
yeah, and it's not gonna go anywhere. But this, I would demonstrate, but I don't feel like getting juice all over the place.
Good point.
But anyways, guys, I think we said all we needed to say about the trash company of Smok. I won't be buying any more of their products ever again. I had issues with my Alien as well as my GX 350. You remember what happened to GX 350? It auto fired by itself. I had it sitting on my desk that was upstairs, and all I hear is, and I look up, and it's like a little vapor stack, just vapor pouring out, and I'm like, no.
And then not to mention the coil life and their tank and the tanks and the coil heads they use. I mean, those alone right there.
Yeah, well, I do have to say one thing on Smok. The T-Priv line isn't bad.
Yeah, the T-Priv isn't bad. I mean, like, I guess if you have that many crap storms, I guess you're gonna bound to get one piece of gold.
Yeah. Which is why I don't use my T-Priv all that much, because I'm trying to keep that as a backup to my backup to my backup.
Hear
that. When all else fails, that's when I'll go back to the T-Priv. But until then, all my mods been doing pretty fucking well. So yeah. But anyways, guys, this is Caliber and Beast signing out.